welcome to the biweekly meeting podcast for the OWASP Generative AI Security Project. If you'd like to stay up to date with our project, please click subscribe. And if you enjoy the content or have any questions, please feel free to comment and share. Now, on to our meeting.
All right, everyone, welcome to the August 27th version of the the slides still say OWASP Top 10 on the one side, but now the Gen AI Security Project. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. So we will go ahead and get some updates from the leads. We've been collecting updates, and we'll see who's here and who can talk to what and talk about what's going on. So let's see. I didn't see Scott on yet. Scott, are you here? All right, well, Scott put in slides, but let's just go ahead and do this. So one of the things you all may have noticed is some rather dramatic updates to the website. The WordPress site there, way better performance, but also a lot more new structure, a lot more of it better aligned with the new governance structure. So, there's Scott now. Hey, Scott, I started doing your slides, but you can feel free to take them back.
You can finish what you were saying, and then I will fill in.
Well, I was just going to say that the new website, in addition to looking somewhat snazzier, performing better, also is better aligned with the governance structure and the overall umbrella structure of the project. And now you can take it from there.
Okay. Yeah, and part of it is also for us to make sure that we're improving the experience and getting people onboarded and finding things more quickly. One of the feedback we had was that, people were looking to find stuff, and we wanted to make it, front and center. So to do two things, the web team has done a great job kind of giving us that new kind of fresher look and feel, as well as helping us to get to resources right away. So when people come to the website, they don't have to go very far, and they know what the new resources is right off the bat. The other part is for the onboarding. We've also brought our initiatives more visible, and then each initiative is going to get its own dedicated page, which will help us to make sure when people start engaging with the initiatives, they know where the meetings are, all the Slack channels are located there, the latest resources, who to contact. So that's all going to be, each initiative that we have is going to have its own page to do that. So that's going to hopefully help us to make it easier for people to participate and navigate around both the new stuff and also how to contribute. We have a few things that are coming that are we are continuing to work on improving the path for folks. So the web team is also working on a persona focused getting started, which will help us if you're looking to contribute. It'll provide a path for you for contributing. If you're a CISO, a practitioner, etc., that'll hopefully give you a starting point to engage with the project and provide a little bit more guidance on that as well. Another piece that we worked on the outreach side is we wanted to drive more awareness of our project. And to do that, we had partnered with the Cyber Risk Alliance team. And as part of that partnership, we have been rolling out new capabilities for us to be able to promote our projects in a couple different ways. One, we're doing ads that are running across the different properties. So in particular in the AI and machine learning section of SC Media. And the real goal here is just to redirect people to the project, because one of the things we found is that people are still discovering us, which is great. We just want to make it a little bit easier. The other part is we've got a content partnership. So they are also hosting a lot of the assets that we have, and then are also kind of creating more content to simplify things coming off of that. So that'll also help us to get people connected with the content that our community is so good at building and getting in folks' hands. This will make it a little bit easier. And then in August 29th, I think it's 28th or 29th, we're going to be starting actually a radio ads that are going to be running alongside the Application Weekly Security podcast that they do. Again, letting people know about the project, redirecting us to us. So We're really grateful for the partnership with the Cyber Risk Alliance team to kind of help us do that. So yeah, that's rolling out there. A couple things coming up as part of our goal to be more global in reach. We're looking at events in different regions and particularly trying to grow our presence and activities in Europe. So Evgeny and Sumit came to us and said, hey, you know what? We really want to do this hackathon in the UAE. And they've got a partnership together with University of Birmingham and Dubai. So they're working on driving a event there. So if you have interest in either attending or helping with the event, they set up a Slack channel. If you want to help out there, feel free to join that Slack channel. It's Team Gen AI UAE Meetup. And they are working actively to put that together. So if you're in that region and want to participate or want to help out, please join that channel and reach out.
Oh, all right. There we go.
Yep. So we're working toward our virtual AppSec Security Summit, and that's scheduled for the 9th of October. We've got a tremendous number of submissions, many more than we have slots for. So we're working this week to finalize with the Cyber Risk Alliance team who's going to run it for us. So this is a partnership, kind of a private-public partnership with them on this event. And there are going to be opportunities for sponsoring some panels. We're running on a little bit of a short leash, but we will have details coming out at the end of the week in terms of what our set of sessions will be and then what specific sponsorship opportunities are. They will have the ability to do sponsors will get to have a page that allows them to promote their products or what the messages they want to deliver. And all the funding that goes to that or all the sponsorship dollars, actually, it comes back to the project. So any profits all come back to are donated back to the Gen AI Security Project. So we're on a short leash. We're moving quickly. I want to thank everybody for all their contributions. We're not going to let them go unused, so they will be repurposed in different ways. But we're wanting to make sure that folks are aware that this was in process right now. And then lastly, we also are looking at Black Hat Europe, what to do there. I want to thank Karen and Louise for stepping up to co-captain that particular event. They're working on trying to define what types of activity we could do there. There's definitely a lot of feedback that we'd like to do things that are adjacent to the event so that people who are maybe don't have a Black Hat pass can also attend versus doing something that is Black Hat required. So they're starting to work on that, and they'll have more details on that as that gets fleshed out.
Hey, Scott, just an idea to put a pin in for later. We can loop back
Yep.
to it, but I'm currently planning to be at Black Hat in Saudi Arabia the week before that. Appears to be a pretty big thing. We could explore too whether we could do anything there. And Exabeam has a big presence there, so I might be able to leverage that so we can loop back on it.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, there's some discussion. I know Evgeny brought up some discussion since we're doing the UAE hackathon. And so the question was whether or not to use that Black Hat event you just mentioned to kind of reveal some of the winners. So that might be a really nice kind of connection to kind of do that. So
Okay.
yeah, let's definitely put a pin in that, and I'll let Evgeny know that's an opportunity that we should look at. Okay, so I'm in the process of looking for. We have just to share some of our numbers here. Our newsletter continues to grow. We actually have about 800 names to add to this newsletter, so we will be over 1,000. Those are the ones that over 4,000. Those are the ones from Black Hat that just haven't gotten loaded in yet. And the newsletter comes out today. So if you're passionate about newsletters, I'm looking for volunteers to go ahead and kind of take that on. We use Beehive to keep it simple, and we have a template ready to go. So it's just a matter of managing the inputs from everybody. And that's it for me.
All right. Well, this one looks like Sandy, but Sandy's on mute.
Committee windows. Okay, I can go really quickly. So huge thank you to Scott for helping me with this. As usual with most of my projects, I thought it would be fairly simple to push out some videos. I provided Scott with 4 very fast scripts. We talked about being able to publish with, easy to digest content so that people can kind of get a good overview of a use case quickly. And then after I provided those to Scott, he said, "Hey, I can see some value in doing some longer form ones," which I have them all written out. It's just pulling that all together. So the next steps are longer walkthrough videos, a presentation to the Cyber Risk Alliance. I want to have a feedback form ready. So as we start planning for version 2.0, we're have a system so we can capture everybody's ideas and feedback. Almost immediately when I walk people through the workbook, they want to automate it and create a web page. And Scott, you and I have talked about that. I mean, it's just there's some complexity with that, but
Yep.
we'll see if we, it's come up enough that there might be some value there. So start planning for version 2. I talked to Rock this week. We're going to start planning for version 2 in first quarter of this year. I thought for this fall, Scott and I kind of talked about the COE update and then the checklist update. So I talked with Rock about it. I've talked with some other people, and I think there's value in maintaining the original checklist, but just updating it with all of the information that we have now in Compass and from the Center of Excellence. So, any questions from anyone?
Yeah, I just wanted to add that I think that I think things like we're hearing definitely a lot of the feedback from the team to the teams is that the content we've been developing is awesome, but also having some more digestible components of it. So I think things like the checklist kind of make sense on that digestible sense. So I think that makes a lot of sense to kind of do that. And then we'll get this, the plan is to try to get this launched in the next couple of weeks. And the main assets are to do is to have we already have the Google Sheets stage ready to go under the OWASP account. We have the run book ready. It's just, we have the intro video, which we can just do one use case video just so people kind of know how to apply this day one. And I think from there we're good to go. And then we can add more videos over time, or use case videos.
Do you want longer? Are you saying you need the longer form video one for the kickoff?
Yeah, just one of the longer form, just so that people have, because the tool is awesome. And I think one of the questions I hear people ask me is like, all right, so how do I use this? And it would be great to have just a very quick kind of, call it a demo, call it a walkthrough of a use case and how I would apply it. And that's the longer form. That's the longer form video.
Okay, and I might do one instead of doing the kind of comic strip ones. I might just record myself about, because I use Compass almost every day because yeah, it has CVEs in it, it has the defenses, it has the top 10, it has the mitigations, it directly connects to the privacy laws and stuff. So I might just talk about how I use it.
That would be perfect. That would be a great starting point.
Okay.
Sandy, what I'll tell you is with these kind of things, I often get sucked into it too, wanting to have high production value. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter one lick. You recording some screen stuff, talking about it, people love it.
Okay. Thank you, Steve.
Yep.
All right. And CTI, so this is probably Rachel or anybody else want to pick this one up?
Yeah, Brian, do you want to speak to this or would you like me to?
No, wait, why don't you just speak to exploit gen and I'll talk about the deepfake gut.
Yeah, sounds good. So exploit generation initiative, right? This is really where we're looking at LLMs and in this phase, also agentic use of those tools in order to successfully discover and generate working exploits for vulnerabilities. We're well underway. We've got the two teams. One is more focused on using the straight LLM. The other team is working on the agentic pieces. We were able to get the gift cards for people's memberships out to them. Those teams now have their channels for collaboration and coordination. So we are finally, we road mapped it out. We, kind of went through and decided what it's going to look like, and now we're finally rubber hits road and getting into it. So in our next meeting, we're going to be talking about which specific boxes on Hack the Box that we are going to choose as targets. The idea is that we're looking at the cutoff dates for our models and choosing an intentionally vulnerable target that would be after the operating knowledge for these LLMs. So really excited about it. We have a really involved, really brilliant set of people that are working on this. Phase 1 was like a very, small core group of us. And phase 2, we've got a lot more firepower, a lot more expertise. So we're really, really excited about that. Brian.
Everyone, so the other thing is we're going to kick off the revision cycle for Deepfake Guide 2.0 in mid-September. So please join. It's going to use the same meeting series as the incident response guide did. So if you already have that on your calendar, just leave it. And if you're interested in contributing, have thoughts about the Deepfake Guide, please do reach out to me and I can get you involved.
Awesome. That was kind of fringe the first time. It's so hot as a topic right now. I think people are going to be really excited about that. Okay, I think that's the end of the leads. That's the end of the submitted slides. So anyone else have key business that they want to share with the team today? All right. So the other thing we usually do at this point is for any first timers here, and I see a couple of people chiming in from the chat. Any first timers, if you'd like to introduce yourself briefly, just where are you from? What are you hoping to do with the project? I'm not going to be about too formal about this. Take yourself off mute. Say hi.
Hi there. Here, this is Damon Bear. I've actually I know Sandy from the past. So hi, Sandy. Good to see you again. I want to get involved with the project just to get a better understanding of the current developments in the or with the project, and how can I apply them over to businesses and organizations that I consult with, so they can start adopting these as part of their overall process and strategy from a security perspective.
Welcome. Anybody else?
Yeah, I can go next. Hey everyone. So I'm Ashish Pandey. I am in United States in New Hampshire state. Uh, I work with big financial service company managing several trillion dollars of assets here, and we do have AI projects. I have been benefited with a lot with the OOPS 10 in general, and I was always wondering that what's going on in the Gen AI space. That's what led me to here, and I am willing to invest a lot of time here and contribute to the project as much as possible. Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome. Yeah, there's lots of opportunities to contribute. So I would definitely take a look at the website and start to identify some areas that make sense.
Yeah.
Join
Is that
Slack.
okay? Yeah, is that okay if I can reach out one of you, maybe Scott, you, and directly?
Yeah, feel free to reach out to any of us, to Steve, to myself. We're happy to route you. We're also, if you're already on Slack with, you can join over. You can see the variety of different Slack channels that are out there too. And you can, if you see something in the agentic side or something in the red teaming or even the CTI side, raise your hand, jump in. kind of informal about engagement, and we're trying to kind of provide some better mapping. But yeah, happy to direct you, and welcome.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to it.
Right. Anyone else?
Hello everyone, my name is Shrutika. I am currently in San Francisco Bay Area. I'm cybersecurity analyst and I'm learning more about related to Gen AI, and that's how I come to know from the LinkedIn that this group is there, and I wanted to join this project and contribute as much as I can, and it's great being part of this group.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and jump in. My name is Carter Patton. I'm a cybersecurity consultant based out of Chicago. I stumbled upon the Gen AI project through the OWASP LLM top 10, I'm sure as many others have. And I got very interested in the LLM exploit generation side of things specifically. So looking to get acquainted there and contribute how I can, mainly so that I can learn more on my own to kind of help out my clients as well as contribute to the team, because there's a lot of people that I know that get great value from the work that y'all are doing. So wanted to find a way to give back and get involved.
Awesome. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'll jump in. Barry Hurd, Seattle, Washington. I'm a fractional chief digital officer, very heavily involved in the Amazon and Microsoft sort of startup ecosystem of the Pacific Northwest. I'm mostly interested in learning, exactly what you guys are doing and getting as many of the startups that I touch, integrating this type of technique and methodology by design, so that as the tech rolls out of the startup and hits scaling, we're actually embedding some of this thought process, at the core foundation level.
So let me brag a little bit about Barry. If you guys aren't following him on LinkedIn, he is producing some of the most I can't believe he's just posting it and giving. I mean, it's just like all you can just see. He has spent a lot of time building a system around using all of these different types of AI systems and deploying them, and best practices and how to do things. So absolutely follow him. He's also extremely experienced cybersecurity professional. I had a chance to talk with him one time. He absolutely blew me away. He's definitely, so Barry and I actually met through Ruben's Agentics group is how we first connected. So he's all, he has been on the forward-looking curve for a long time, and he's now just so generously sharing all of his stuff. So Barry, awesome to have you here.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Sandy.
Yeah, and Barry, we actually share your guides internally within our organization at scale. So you have thousands of people internally looking at your guides. So thank you for publishing those.
Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully it's
and Trey is here too. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's like Sandy's friend day. Like Trey's here too. So
yeah, I'm Trey Blaylock. I deal with more from the background of weaponization of AI and litigation support, but I am also doing a lot of work with creating defenses for companies that have kind of advanced setups, and anything I can do where I can find gaps and contribute, I'm looking to join in. So
that's awesome.
Going once, twice, 3 times. Hey, awesome to have all the new people here. Welcome to all the robots as well that people sent to the meeting for recording them. So if you're watching this later or reading your robots notes, welcome. The bottom line is, if you're looking to contribute or participate, jump on over to genai.owasp.org. That's the center of the universe for us. You can find information on the meetings and how to contribute and all of the projects and all of the deliverables there. So welcome. Awesome to have you. We'll see y'all soon. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for checking out our bi-weekly meeting podcast. If you'd like to stay up to date on all the latest news for the OWASP Generative AI Security Project, please click subscribe. And of course, we'd appreciate it if you'd share with a friend to grow our community. We'll see you in 2 weeks.